Hi guys and girls, Heron82 here. Something a little different today. This thread popped up on Hoggit from Nilius, and he's just showing some nice pictures of NTTR. I think he's got it recently. But a comment down here spikes my interest by Phase Adolf Hipster. Try enabling anti-aliasing on your graphics card to get better frames. Now I've heard this once or twice. You can see I've rambled on about it here briefly, but I thought I'd make a quick video because mental performance differences. So yeah, credit to Phase to get me back onto this. So what I've done, I'll show you this way around first. So I've pop open my NVIDIA control panel. I've set it to override any game settings, and I've set it to 8 times. So far I've put it on super sample 2 times, and the only other additional thing I did was turn on FXAA. So I've got that set up like that for now. So what I'll do quickly is I'll fire up DCS 2.2. A lot of people probably know this already, but yeah, I'd just been fiddling with it for the last 15 minutes, and it just blew my mind at how much performance I've sort of gained, as it were. Oh, I say gained, it's actually saved, because the GPU's doing half at what, 2/3 as much as it was doing. I mean, yeah, as you can see here, GTX 1070, so not a bad card, pretty good, mid to high range. So what we'll do quickly is we'll jump into a mission that I've built, which is just this one. I'm going to move that to the side just so you can watch the, hopefully you can see this. Harrier Vegas. We'll load this one up. And we'll just check out how it flies, how it handles, the frame rates and the performance of the graphics card up here. My CPU is pretty good, and it tends to not do much. Once we're in the game, it will sit around 10 to 16% perhaps. So there we go, we're in the game. Currently anti-aliasing is being controlled by the NVIDIA panel. So yeah, CPU is a little busy at the moment, but GPU, I'm fully zoomed in now, and we're sitting 65% utilization. So this is with 8 times AA. Just going to move that to the side. What we'll do is we'll hit the deck. So you can see the cockpit looks good, pretty smooth, pretty clean lines. Get down into the thick of it, and we'll zoom in again. Now we're nice and low. Load up loads more objects. Nice and smooth still. Everything's looking quite nice. I'm just going to bomb along here, and we'll get into the city centre. But yeah, this is incredible. This is how NTTR used to be for me pre 1. What is it now? 1.58? No, 2. NTTR 2 was like this for me. Really nice, really smooth. 2.1 sort of ruined it. That's probably where they fudged the AA. But anyway, as you can see, ridiculously smooth, really nice. Can zoom in max, see everything. GPU's getting taxed a bit, up to 70% there, but nothing horrible. What I'll do now actually is I'll just cancel out the game. I'll quickly show you my graphical settings. So there you go, we've got high and high, civilian traffic is off, water's medium, high and high, shadows set to medium currently. Usually I have them on flat, and terrain object shadows on default. Usually again I have that on flat. So I've gone up in quality. AA is off, still using deferred shading. And there's my visibility ranges. So you can pause the video just to check these out. But what I'll do now is I'll come out of DCS, and I will turn off this, so off. This should put everything back to how it was, I believe. Let me turn that back off. I need to turn that off as well, so it was all as was. So I'll turn this back on quickly. I'll turn that off first. So we'll have that as off. Application controlled, application controlled. Okay, so apply that. And that's all good. So now we're back to the application managing everything. So we'll quickly jump back into 2.2. Okay. So we're back in 2.2. We'll come up here now. And we'll set this back to 8 times AA, so matching what the NVIDIA panel was. What I'm actually going to do, well no, I'll leave everything as it is. So all I've done now is change the anti-aliasing over. Quickly fire up that mission again. And we'll just see the difference in the card's performance. Absolutely mental. So all I can say really is give this a go. If you've got a graphics card that you can use that will let you alter settings outside of a 3D application. Cool, so here we are. So now the game is managing the AA. Quality of the cockpit pretty much looks the same. But this is where it goes wrong. Look at my GPU already. We're running 81% at this point. If I zoom in like I did earlier, boom, loss of frames massively, 20 to 30 frame drop, graphics card is hitting the roof. So to do the same, we'll get down into the weeds. I think it will run quite nicely down here because I'm not zoomed in, but you can see the graphics card is up 97% now. So it's fairly smooth. But the card is absolutely hauling arse, and if I zoom in, then it all goes to hell in a handbasket. I mean, I can turn off the shadows back to flat as they were previously for me, and it would still do the same thing. So definitely experiment with this, guys. Yeah, that's all really. I hope you all had a good New Year and didn't get too drunk, but I'm going to leave it at that. Definitely have a fiddle with this if you can, and thanks to FaZe again for getting this back on my radar. See you later, guys. Have a good one.